Welcome to the Inscape 2020 virtual graduation ceremony. I would like to introduce our campus director, Maurice van der Merwe.
Good evening, graduates. Welcome to our guests, lecturers, members of staff, and parents. I address you now not as students, but as graduates. Welcome. This ceremony is a testament to your hard work and dedication, and the love, support, and encouragement you have received from the people around you. It is truly a great honor to be part of this wonderful and momentous occasion. You are the chosen class, the united class. Of course, this isn't the graduation ceremony you envisioned. You started this journey in the olden times before the great COVID pandemic of 2020. You finish in the times of the great reset, reboot, and rethink. You're going to form part of the new structures, the new realities, and make the new world. You're taking your passion, vision, and energy into that new world. I have seen firsthand the incredible challenges you have faced. I've watched with awe how each of you have handled every task, every assignment, every chair with enthusiasm, diligence, and incredible creativity. You have worked so hard and you deserve your success. I have observed and understood how, as designers, you are exposed and vulnerable with each project. You have taken your innermost selves, your darkest darks, and your lightest lights, and shared them with the world, opening up yourselves to criticism, disapproval, and judgment, hoping that each solution will be accepted and loved. I have seen the joy of your designs, embrace, and the heartbreak of its disapproval. These experiences have been challenging, but so very important as you dive into your future. You have chosen occupations where thick skin is essential. Not every project will survive. You may experience failure. Like Neil Gaiman, creator of Doctor Who, described, the work that you do is like putting a message in a bottle and throwing it into the sea, hoping that someone will open it, read it, and put something back that will return to you in the form of praise, recognition, or commission. You have to accept that as you may have to put hundreds of things out there in every bottle that finds its way back to you, but you have to keep putting bottles in the sea. I hope that you make mistakes because it means you are out there making the world a more interesting place. After all, you existed. Secondly, I have thought about how many people choose careers that are safe. These people are driven by security and expectation, but you are the dreamers, the solutionists. You are the ones driven by love and passion for answers. What I have seen, like Oprah, is that passion creates a kind of energy. There's a power that comes from focusing on what excites you. There's no formula. It might look glamorous to see the results, the fashion shows, the exhibitions, and the awards, but it takes a lot of hard work. As Hugh Masekela once said, the blessing with the arts is that you can do it forever. Success comes to those who dedicate everything to their passion in life. There is no point in playing it safe or settling for a life that is less than you are capable of living. Enjoy the journey and get better every day, and don't lose the passion for what you do. Lastly, I have seen the perseverance and discipline that must come with being a problem solver, the willingness to give up sleep, the ability to weather crisis of faith and self-confidence, the struggle through the challenges and failed ideas. John Quincy Adams said that it is through patience and perseverance that difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish. Grit is that something extra that separates most successful people from the rest. It is perseverance you must channel to stick with your dreams until they become a reality. In closing, I'd like to sum up by saying that success is no accident. It is a result of failure, perseverance, and a passion for what you do. Work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Alistair Mokoena, Country Director for Google South Africa.
Hello Tribesters, my name is Dr. Alistair Mokoena. I'm Country Director for Google South Africa. I'm also a father, a husband, and a photographer on the side. I live in two worlds. I live in academia as well as practice. I am a professor of practice at Northwest Business School, as well as the University of Johannesburg Business School. I've had the privilege of graduating 5 times in my life, so I can relate to the pride and the sense of fulfillment you experiencing today. I got my first degree, a BCom degree, at the age of 19, and recently I graduated with a PhD at the age of 44, and I'm 45 now. So that, if you work it out, I must have started working when I was 10. But I'm here to tell you that there's still a lot that I don't know. I think that people who do not read should not lead. The world is changing very, very fast around us, and unless you retool, reskill, upskill yourself, you will be left behind. As somebody once said, everybody wants to go to heaven, but not everybody is prepared to die. Now, what that means is everybody wants success and prosperity, but not everyone is prepared to put in the hard work. So you today have proven that hard work does indeed pay off. So congratulations to all of you. There's only 6% of the world's population that has a bachelor's degree. So you guys are an exception. You are a rare breed. You're part of a very small group around the world. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that you now have a driver's license, and you can therefore drive legally. So everybody expects greatness out of you. The bad news, however, is that the world of work and the world of business and life in general that you've been preparing for the last 3 or odd years is changing at the speed of light. So you literally have to sprint to stand still. You're now at a crossroads in your life. You need to choose between the low road or taking the high road. This is your opportunity to write history. It's your opportunity to design and curate the kind of legacy you wish to leave behind as a designer. So if you start with the end in mind, you will imagine what you want people to write on your tombstone at the end of the day. Here lies this person who did X and what for humanity. The low road is business or life as usual. It's comfortable, it's familiar, it comes with strength in numbers. It's what a lot of people choose to do. And people who take the low road are normally quite dismissive of change, dismissive of the power of technology, and generally think that putting the extra effort to upskill yourself or even studying further or multi-skilling is overrated. I have a degree, I've qualified, so it's now time to make money and just look ahead without thinking about the fact that the skills that I've acquired might be redundant in a year's time. Like ostriches, they bury their heads in the sand and don't plan for the future. We all know that life is full of duality. Everything happens in twos. There's tailwinds and headwinds. It's easy to get excited about the tailwinds that give you strength and courage and fuel to forge ahead, but headwinds are just as important to factor into any equation. Enter digital disruption. The world as we know it has been disrupted. Digital technology has turned and continues to turn everything on its head. Just like the first 3 industrial revolutions, the 4th industrial revolution is no exception. It's changed our lives, it's changed the way we do things, it's redefined business models, it's redefined industries, it's put some businesses out of circulation, jobs have been lost, and people have been found wanting because they didn't plan ahead. Our industries, our education, as well as our workplaces have all changed. So we now talk about the future of work. What does it look like, and what kind of people are we training for this new reality that faces us? We now live in a VUCA world, and that's a world that is volatile, it's uncertain, it's complex, and it's ambiguous. This is the high road world. New businesses have emerged, new business models have emerged, new small businesses with large scale and impact called unicorns are now ruling the world. So we do require new skills and new tools. Whether we talk in design in the built environment and digital design and technology, or even business communication, business has changed and digital disruption looms large. Business models have been redefined, and I think it's up to every single one of us to equip ourselves with the right kind of lens through which to look at the world. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are introducing more efficient ways of creating value. Remember, business is about 3 things. It's about how do I sell more, how do I charge more, and how do I maintain my costs. And business model really is about defining how you actually make money as a business. So all of that has changed because of technology. Everything we're doing in business today is really about capturing customer lifetime value using personalization at scale. Digital technology, big data, automation, machine learning, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, cybersecurity, All these beautiful, shiny objects make personalization possible. The world of innovation has morphed from mass production to mass customization, and now we've been called to deliver personalization at scale. That's putting the person, the individual, at the center of everything we do. Technology turns imagination into reality. It allows us to turn our what-ifs into why-nots. We no longer ideate, innovate, and design for segments of consumers or clusters. We now use big data to unearth insights on the individual. And we look at individual customer decision journeys. We follow you all the way from creating awareness to advocacy. And we deliver personalized solutions and experiences that are underpinned by a sense of stickiness, because we want to turn people into advocates. We therefore need designers to learn data analytics skills. We need designers to learn research skills. We need designers to be psychologists and socialists. We also need designers that are adept at using digital technology, because it comes with many possibilities. Data comes in many forms. Whatever you do, you're leaving a trail behind. We can gather social media data on our customers by observing what they do on social media, and we can use that to inform the design process. We can use transaction data from e-commerce, from retail platforms, to understand your taste, your preferences, your spend levels. We can also use subscription data as well as data collected from apps to really understand our customers, and with that you can be proactive in kind of delivering solutions to complex design challenges. Now, being armed with these insights helps designers to really get to the heart of what it is that drives people and their customers, and for them to be relevant when sort of coming up with the right solutions. Using Internet of Things technology such as smart devices, smart meters, signals from objects like buildings and so on, designers can offer ongoing customer support to their clients and even use this opportunity to cross-sell as well as upsell. For example, signals from Internet of Things platforms allow us to add to repurpose, to refurbish, to improve, and to add to modular structures over time. If you think about innovation today, innovation is no longer a closely guarded secret. It's no longer a closed, protected process in a greenhouse. We've opened all doors. We've democratized design. Nobody has monopoly over innovation. It's much better to crowdsource ideas than to rely on the whims and the instinct and the intuition of a few. There is strength in numbers. Thanks to technology, design is now an open process where outsiders, external partners and parties, the public and even customers can be encouraged to contribute design ideas. And the design process as we know it has become a lot more interactive. Consumers and customers can now use artificial intelligence to contribute to the whole design process. We see this happen across the board. Advertising is one example. Designers are no longer just creators who dictate what needs to happen. They're no longer closely guarding the outcome, but they really are facilitators of innovation, because we're taking everybody with us on the journey. So it's really important to empower your customers and your end user by inviting them and incorporating their ideas. Co-creation leads to co-ownership, which ultimately results in lifetime loyalty. Because let's face it, you're in business to create lifetime customer value, and you do that by winning people's hearts and minds over. So my message to designers is, you can now use immersive technology like virtual reality to sell your concepts and to present your work to clients. Customers can now use augmented reality through their mobile phones to layer a digital element like videos or websites on top of real objects like buildings. Imagine taking your phone, taking a picture of a building, and that takes you straight to a website that gives you a video that explains the history behind the building, the design brief itself, details, of the architectural team and the designers and so on. And you see that in technology like Google Lens, which you have on your cell phone. And this provides information on a photographed object, like its name, its history, its origins. Now, wouldn't that be amazing if we applied those tools to the world of design? So imagine being able to obtain all this information. Who's the interior designer behind this building? Who was the team of painters? Who were the plumbers, electricians, and so on, just by taking a photo of that building. But as we know, everything happens in duality. For every trend, there's a counter trend, and we're excited about the benefits of technology, but there's also a danger that as we defer more and more to technology or smart computers with incredible computational powers, we might lose the human touch. And some people are worried that with that will go empathy, understanding, compassion, intuition, discretion, as well as morality. You know, when you phone a company and you're talking to a robot, there's no room for understanding and compassion and discretion there. You know, there's a script to be followed. So we have to remember that even as we embrace technology, human beings still expect compassion from brands and from companies. This is a realm of ethical design. We need designers who will not lose their sense of Ubuntu as they do their work, as well as their sense of humanity as they embrace technology. Technology exists because of men. And the argument should never be man versus machine. It should always be man and machine, or woman and machine. We need designers with a heart for humanity and a heart for sustainability. How can design uplift lives? How can design improve livelihoods? How can design positively contribute to the natural environment? We have to ensure that we leave this world in a much better state than we found it. What we're doing is we're caretaking the world for the next generation. How can we use design to improve well-being? How can design add to physical, psychological, emotional health? How can we use design to expedite social cohesion as opposed to separating people into classes? Societal healing is much needed in our country. And how can we bridge the many societal divides we continue to experience in our everyday lives? Answering these tough questions will help you understand the legacy you want to leave behind. Ultimately, strategy is a set of choices. You make choices. Either you go left or you right. Nothing is correct or incorrect. It really is your legacy, and that's your true story. Hold on to that legacy. Let it be your guiding light and your North Star. You will need it to remind you why you signed up for this career in the first place. There will be challenges. Sometimes the road presents strong headwinds, but just remember why you decided to get into this space and really hold on to that. And I think for me, it's really about understanding your why, and your why is the best unlock of creativity and success. So with that, I wish you all abundant success and joy as you navigate your careers, and good luck. And I really hope that you will be part of a movement of people that rewrites history, reinvents the world, and I hope that collectively you will be that magical tide that lifts all boats. Thank you.
And now for the moment we have all been waiting for, your 2020 graduation call. The following students graduate with a higher certificate in architectural technology. Amogelang Kwetswe, Kamogelo Setšhaba Mogwejane, Keenan Colby Winter, Kgothatso Enlightenment Mampane, Lutho Figlin, Mzwabantu Mzimba, Nikki Harris, Thato Mazwi, Iris Masango, Zandile Nokukhanya Ntsele, Natisha Rama Bana with distinction, Nicholas Eric Bossert with distinction, Udayan Jogana with distinction. The following students graduate with a diploma in graphic design. Busisiwe Nidavia Num, Farouk Ahmed Suleiman, Nhlanhla Wandile Dlamini, Nkosana Ronald Nxakaza. The following students graduate with a Bachelor of Design specializing in interior design. Khulani Khumbulani Kiagile, Malafa Kiabetswe Molefe, Nokukhanya Malbongwe Makhanya, Ntabiseng Mutaung, Rabetswe Caroline Moleko, Ruben Popel, Rosaline Khalibowe Mafulako with distinction, Slindile Esther Faith Ndlovu with distinction, Jenna Shams with cum laude, Michaela Ann Woke with cum laude. The following students graduate with a Bachelor of Design specializing in environmental design. Aidan Zidane Hess, Fortune Muchele Machika, Gareth Dean Ngwenya, Jessica DeVitt, Lucia Retief, Vusumuzi Offense Kotsi with distinction, Vuyelwa Mdlalose with distinction. And now we move on to introduce the Special Recognition Awards. Each year, we identify the top student per campus per qualification and the top national student per qualification. To qualify for the campus or national award, students must have achieved an average mark of 70% or more. Top campus student for the Bachelor of Design specializing in environmental design, Vuyelwa Mdlalose. Top student for the Bachelor of Design in interior design, Jenna Shams. Top student in the Higher Certificate in Architectural Technology, Natisha Ramabana. National top student for the Bachelor of Design specializing in interior design, Jenna Shams.
Thank you for joining us this evening, and a congratulations to the class of 2020.